What's crack-a-lackin' Challenger? I'm your host, James Morelan, and guys, today I got a betta fish. Oh snap, this is where it can get deadly. And this is not just any regular betta fish that you might see at the store. This is actually a special one. It's a giant betta fish. So, for those of you that do not know, this is my 60-gallon betta fish sorority, and this tank currently has tons of betta fish. Actually, I lost count of how many bettas I had. She is just like, what is this new tank I'm in? I thought this betta was huge. That girl is awesome. So guys, I gotta be real with you. And I also have tons of shrimp. You may be wondering why the tank looks different than some of my other videos, and that's actually because I removed some plants, and I'll just talk about that later in the video, how I redid this tank. But guys, I really want to get this betta out of the box. So I got this guy from Space City Fish and Coral, and it arrived today, and I drove from school really quick, and I got home. So I'm very, very excited. So here you can see the box. So there's styrofoam insulation. I made sure to wait so I could actually get this guy in its warmer weather. It's not super warm, but it's warm enough. The heat pack's still a little bit warm, and here we go. Inside this little paper bag. Alright, here we go. Oh snap! Jeez Louise! That is huge! Yo guys, this betta fish is absolutely huge. This guy is so much bigger than my other bettas. And I did get a female, and females can actually live together when you do it in the right conditions. Yo, I am so excited. Jeez. Currently I have my dumbo ear betta, and this is my biggest fish of the tank. And you can see I actually raised the water line of this whole tank. I just did a water change. But let's see if I can show you guys what she looks like. She's over in the corner. She is absolutely huge. Do you guys see how big she is? Yo, that is awesome. I am also actually a little bit scared about this betta actually bullying all the other bettas, especially since I'm adding this betta in after the tank's already been kind of established. But you can see a betta in the corner. That's their size usually. The neon tetras also reduced the amount of aggression. You can see I added a lot of plants to this tank recently. Some of them melted during transportation, and that's why you can see some yellow. And I actually removed a lot of the floating plants. So what I was saying earlier, this tank used to have so many floating plants like all over, but I actually decided to remove them because it was actually limiting how much light can go down to the tank. So the tank is much brighter now, and I decided to scoop all the duckweed into my 55-gallon, and this tank is going to be a surprise. Alright, so you can see the betta. There is a piece of tape. I don't know what this was for. I might help to darken it, but you can see the betta. Oh my gosh. So big. That is awesome. So I basically hit them up on Instagram, and I was like, hey, do you have a giant betta fish? I was actually planning on getting a different fish for my small tank upstairs in my room. That I escaped. If you missed that video, it's somewhere up here. But I was actually really excited to see this guy. Oh my gosh. I think it's kind of like a wild betta. This is so adorable. I'm so excited. You can see the other betta fish kind of viewing her. I keep messing up their genders. You can see the other betta fish. But yeah, they're really calm together, which is nice. They're kind of meeting. Oh, that's sweet. It's not usually best to add fish in after the tank's already been set up. So I'm going to have to watch this tank a lot just to make sure. And if anything happens, actually I have 3 other tanks I could put this betta in just in case. But hopefully that doesn't happen. You can see there are so many snails in this tank and also a lot of shrimp. The shrimp are usually hard to see. I might be actually adding some more in soon. Let me see if I can find any. Oh, there's one right over there. They're just really cool. So basically, I'm just trying to grow this tank with plants, but I actually have a CO2 diffuser that I will be eventually adding to this tank, but I just want to make sure the tank can grow plants without it. I want to make sure the plants are growing okay before I have to add that in. You can see another betta over in the back. There's a special place in my heart for betta fish. And this piece of Cholla Wood is actually amazing. You can see there are little holes in it, and a lot of the fish actually like to swim inside of those, get stuck in the log, and then just swim out the top. It's really cool, and also the shrimp really like to do it, especially in the smaller holes. I think it's really nice and a really cool accent piece for this tank. There's also a lot of Malaysian driftwood in the back and other things. I do want to add some plecos and some other bottom feeders because there has been a little bit of an algae problem earlier in the tank. Yo, just look at this. Oh, so adorable. You also may be like, James, when's the next pond video? I will be making one maybe next week on the next video. The pond looks absolutely awesome. I'm gonna let this guy acclimate and I'll be back in a sec. But before I come back, if you are not subscribed, what are you doing? If you're interested in fish and betta fish and ponds and saltwater and other things, make sure you drop a subscription. That would mean a lot. And also like on this video. Also, if you guys decide to share this video on Instagram or on any other social medias, make sure you tag me at James Morelan or at Challenge the Wild, and I will be sure to like it. And I'm actually going to be doing a following spree for those of you that like my next photo that I post on challenge.thewild. So make sure you guys check that out at the end of the video, and I'm really, really excited for this guy. And just another thing before I go, whenever I get fish mailed to me, I'm always super, super nervous nervous when I get them because you never know, and also when I get shrimp and stuff, you just never know how they're gonna turn up. So gladly she arrived 100% okay so far. I just can't wait to add her to the tank, but I do want to allow that temperature acclimation. Gladly, betta fish are hardy, so the water quality and also the temperature isn't gonna be that big on them and take too much of a toll. Alright guys, I'll see you when the acclimation is over. Alright guys, I am back, and it's currently quite a bit later, probably like 30 minutes, and our betta fish is ready to be added to the tank, and I'm super excited. Acclimation has been going well. Oh snap. She really wants to get out of this bag. So I have a scissors, I have a bucket, and this bucket has a little net in it, so I'm actually going to cut the bag, pour out the water and the betta into this net. The betta will be the only thing left, and I'm just going to put the betta into the tank. Alright, first one open. Yo, she is a monster, oh my gosh. Okay, bag has been opened. Now I can pour her in. Alright. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. There is the new betta fish. Checking out a ramhorn snail. Yo, look how big she is. Yo, so that's my finger to her. That is like 2-3 inches, but she will be getting bigger. Let's look for this betta. So like compared to a normal betta, you can actually see it's like a big difference. She is just like, what is this new tank I'm in? And you can see I actually replaced the background. The background used to be completely white because I used this spray snow thing, and I actually replaced it with a black background. You can see all the reflections now. Actually, I'm gonna go turn off the light so you can see her better. Alright, so she looks really interested just in the tank itself. Gladly, not really any other fish. And other fish aren't really minding her. You look at that. I love looking at the reflection. So you can see all the other bettas in this tank. Oh snap, I think that's a baby shrimp. I think that's a baby shrimp. That's really small. I think that's a baby shrimp. Yo, that's so cool. That means the shrimp are doing okay and actually breeding. That is awesome. So you may be like, James, why do you keep saying betta and also beta? And that's because there's two pronunciations, the proper one and the one that most people say. So the proper one is actually pronounced betta, like Betta. And most people just say beta, and even I say beta a lot just because it's simpler and that's what everyone else says. And when I'm in the pet store talking about betta fish and everyone's like, what do you mean betta? Do you mean beta? So I mean, like, it's just what most people say. I just use them interchangeably, just like potato. So, I mean, I say potato. Ooh, 3 betas all together. Bettas. Oh snap, this is where it can get deadly. No, that's a joke. Hopefully, I honestly hope they do alright. That is so crazy to see the 3 betas together. You can see the Dumbo Air, the Giant, and then the baby beta. I am planning on getting some new fish for this tank, but not really betas, some other things that will go with them, and then probably replanting it. What we're probably going to see right here is maybe some aggression, maybe the Dumbo Air beta going for the other big beta, just to kind of establish a chain of command, or I forgot the actual name of it, but they're just trying to establish who is going to be the queen of the tank. So we might see them picking at each other, unless I actually see some real damage going on. I'm not going to really separate them. Oh my gosh, you are beautiful. I know a lot of people disagree with betta sororities, but a lot of people agree with them. But all I need to say is if you're doing it, just make sure you watch your betta fish. Try doing as much research as possible. Just look at her body. That is awesome. I thought this betta was huge. That girl is awesome. Hopefully I actually might get some more female bettas, like big ones like this. That is amazing. Wow. You can see the other betta just swimming around. I have a couple more in this tank. They always like to hide. And gladly I actually added a lot of hiding spaces, not only for betta fish, but also the shrimp, because shrimp might get eaten by these guys, and I do not want that to happen. A lot of people told me to turn off this wave maker, and don't worry, I did. I do turn it on every once in a while just to stir up the water and keep everything moving. Look at that guy. Girl, why do I keep saying that? Oh my gosh. But yeah, I did turn on this every once in a while just to keep water flowing and moving all the water. The only thing is, I do want to only use sponge filters just because it creates a small amount of water movement. However, the heater only really heats that side and not this side, so this side usually stays colder. So that's why I turn on the wave maker every once in a while. But yeah, this tank is awesome. See what the betta looks like from up top. The Dumbo-eared betta just looks so cool. Wow. So guys, I gotta be real with you. I need your advice. I don't know what to call this betta fish. What was the Giant in Jack and the Beanstalk? What was his name? I think it'd be really cool, or like if there's a really powerful queen or something that you guys want to comment her, I think that would be awesome. I do not know if she's going to be the dominant betta, because it's not always who's the biggest. It might be who's the strongest, or who has the biggest bark, and who establishes themselves as the leader. And whoever challenges them, they have to find their place. So yeah, I will be actually rescaping this tank soon. I want to get some more rocks like Dragonstone. I also do want to get some more plants. Since I removed these floating plants, more light actually gets sent from this light all the way to the bottom, especially since this is such a tall tank. But more light from the light actually gets down to these plants down here so they'll grow better. I might actually need to get another light or maybe a stronger light so the plants have more light. How many times have I said the word light? But anyways, yeah, so hopefully the plants do really well in this tank and I'll get more, maybe some carpeting plants. However, carpeting plants usually require CO2 and also better and stronger lighting. But honestly, I would love to have this tank completely filled with tons of plants. I actually decided to get Jungle Val because Jungle Val grows pretty tall, and since I was planning on putting a background to the tank, I didn't really have to worry about what the tank looks like. So yeah, I will actually be feeding these Betta soon. I actually want to make a video showing you guys all my Betta fish because hopefully I'll be getting Velvet, which is my OG Betta, which is basically like my first Betta fish I've ever gotten. So that'd be cool. Oh my gosh. This Betta tried eating a snail. This Betta is probably really hungry, so I'm going to get some food right now. Alright, a little amount of food. Alright, so they're going for some of the pellets. Let's see how this Betta eats. I'm also going to be filming a video feeding these guys live foods. I actually did, but the video wasn't super good, so I actually need to redo that. So just so you guys know, the fish that I was planning on getting for this tank, maybe some cardinal tetras, or maybe some other tetras that actually do well with Bettas, just because, again, I do not want a lot of aggression. I like how these guys swim right next to each other. However, that took a lot of time so they get used to each other, so it's just going to take a while. Also, the shrimp bridge coming soon. Why does that keep happening? Fish room problems. And this is what the tank looks like from the other side. Oh, hello. Alright guys, that is it for the video. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you drop a like. If you didn't, I don't know why you wouldn't. And make sure you drop a subscribe and check out my vlog channel at the Gym Ocean. I've been posting more vlogs there, especially about my pond. And yeah, look at these guys, just super hungry. Alright guys, I will see you on the flippity flop. Catch you all. Bye.